Hello, Heather.
Hi.
Thank you so much for spending time with us on the Dear Professor series, where college students who take courses online speak their minds. This is our very special segment called Remember the Time. For this segment, I would like for you to share one of the funniest, scariest, nerve-wracking, disturbing, or fulfilling situations you experienced in an online course.
Sure. So I was taking courses in early childhood, and some of the subject matter that was in that chapter that week um, was really hitting on some personal trauma for me. I was having a really hard time staying composed during the lesson, and I was feeling pretty alone in it, but also like the pressure to still participate in the academic material. But because of the style of cooperative learning, um, I had built relationships with the other people in my group, and we were in a smaller group, and we had some rapport with each other. So instead of leaving the class because I was upset or pretending that I was totally fine, um, I shared some of my personal journey that night with my peers and kind of let them know where I was actually genuinely at. And they all responded with, recognition and validation and support, and I felt really seen. And because I was able to kind of get that off my chest and share that load with the other students that I was working with, I was able to continue to participate fully in the learning experience that night. So I don't think I would have felt comfortable doing that if it was not a cooperative learning model where we had been able to be in these groups where we were building relationships throughout the semester. And never would I have thought that I would feel comfortable sharing that in an online course. But that's what happened, and it was for the best. And it kind of showed me to be brave and, to tell people what's going on with you, because it actually can allow you to have a more gentle learning experience when that's what you need.
Oh, Heather, that was so heartwarming. You made me think about it. Well, it says it takes a village to raise a child, but you're not a child. But I'm just, it just made me think of,
We're all our inner children, right?
yeah, it made me feel like, like a village experience, like everyone's coming together, in the community to support each other. And so
Yes.
that's what you were feeling.
Yes, I mean, we all need each other and we need solidarity with showing up for each other. So, the cooperative learning model really lends itself to that, and it was a good opportunity.
So did your classmates, did they also share any kind of feelings or were they more open to share or they just allowed you to be supported in that moment?
In that particular moment, they kept it like centered around my grief. But there were other times, other classes where things would come up for folks. I know one student, her dad was injured and was in need of like a scooter or something. She's like, I'm trying to figure this like mobility issue out for my dad, and I happen to have the thing that she needed. And so even though we'd never met each other, I was like, "Hey, do you want this? Like, you can come over to my house and get it." And she did. For her father to use. So I think, it really kind of opened up some trust for everyone.
Oh, that is a wonderful story as well. You gave us two good stories. All right. Well, we want to thank you all for joining us. Remember to comment, like, share, and subscribe. Please join us on Wednesday, December 27th, when the full episode of this interview with Ms. Heather Hall premieres on the Dear Professor series, where college students who take courses online speak their minds. See you then. Bye bye.